Have you ever woken up in the morning and realized something just feels off? Not the usual stiffness in your back, not the lingering fog of sleep, but something deeper, like a quiet absence of energy. Maybe you remember the mornings in your 20s when you would open your eyes and instantly feel that surge of readiness in your body, a natural confidence that said, "I am still strong, I am still a man." But lately, that spark might not be there. Maybe your mornings feel duller, your nights more restless, and your energy less reliable. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. Thousands of men over the age of 50 quietly struggle with the same issue, often believing it's just part of getting older. Well, I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be that way. My name is Dr. Brian, a urologist with over a decade of experience helping men regain their strength, confidence, and vitality. And today, I want to share something surprisingly simple, something that could help you restore that natural morning energy you thought was gone for good. It starts not with a pill, not with a workout program, and not with some complicated medical treatment. It starts with what you drink before bed. Now, I know how that sounds. A drink? Really? Could something that simple make a real difference? Trust me, I had the same skepticism when I first studied this. But what I'm about to share isn't based on hype or internet fads. It's rooted in actual biology, how your body works, and more importantly, how it changes as you age. Here's the reality. After 50, your body doesn't operate the way it once did. The changes are gradual, almost invisible at first, but they compound over time. Your blood vessels, which used to be flexible and responsive, begin to stiffen. Your testosterone, the hormone that drives energy, motivation, and performance, slowly declines. Even your sleep, the very foundation of recovery, loses depth and quality. Put all of that together, and you're left with weaker nighttime recovery. Your body doesn't repair as efficiently, your circulation suffers, and as a result, your energy, especially your sexual energy, takes a hit. And here's the key point you need to understand. When it comes to a man's vitality, blood flow is everything. You can have decent testosterone levels. You can still be physically active. But if your circulation isn't working the way it should, your body won't perform the way you want it to. That's why this bedtime drink is more than just a comforting ritual. It's a natural support system for your body. It helps restore circulation, reduce inflammation, and prime your system for deeper recovery while you sleep. And the best part, it's simple. No artificial stimulants, no risky side effects, just 3 natural ingredients working with your body instead of against it. Before we dive into exactly what the drink is and why it works, let me make one thing clear. This is not about chasing youth. You're not trying to become the man you were at 25. This is about honoring the man you are now, stronger, wiser, and still fully capable of living with energy and confidence. That's the mission of this channel, Dr. Brian. Here, we focus on practical, natural ways to support your health as you age. No gimmicks, no quick fixes, just real strategies that help real men feel their best. So if you're ready, I'm going to walk you through this nightly ritual step by step. I'll show you what to drink, why it works, and how it can quietly restore that deep sense of readiness in your mornings. And one more thing, if you find value in what I share today, don't forget to support the channel. Hit the like button, share this video with a friend who might need it, and subscribe for more practical health advice designed specifically for men over 50. Because here's the truth, your best years are not behind you. They're waiting for the moment you decide to nourish them. Now let's get into it. The first ingredient, warm water. Let's begin with the simplest and most overlooked ingredient, warm water. I know, it doesn't sound revolutionary. You might even be thinking, come on, doctor. Brian, I drink water every day. How is this going to change anything? But hear me out. The timing, the temperature, and the purpose of drinking warm water before bed make all the difference, especially for men over 50. When you drink a small glass of warm water in the evening, You're doing 3 powerful things for your body. First, you're gently hydrating without overstimulating your bladder. That's important because too many men make the mistake of either drinking too much fluid late at night, or worse, reaching for alcohol, coffee, or sugary drinks before bed. Those choices don't just dehydrate you, they irritate your bladder and increase the likelihood of waking up at 2 or 3 a.m. to pee. Warm water, on the other hand, provides just enough hydration to keep your circulation moving smoothly. Think of it as oiling the gears of your body's internal machine. As we age, blood vessels lose flexibility and circulation slows. That slowdown contributes to poor sleep, sluggish energy, and yes, even difficulties in maintaining strong performance as a man. By keeping your blood flowing well before bed, you're essentially giving your body a head start on nighttime repair. The second benefit is relaxation. Warm water signals your nervous system to calm down. Imagine coming home on a cold night and stepping into a warm shower. The way your muscles loosen, your breathing slows, and your mind feels lighter. Drinking warm water has a similar effect from the inside out. It soothes your digestive system, relaxes tension in your muscles, and prepares your body for deeper, more restorative sleep. And here's something many men don't realize. Your prostate health is directly linked to the quality of your sleep. Poor sleep increases inflammation, disrupts hormonal balance, and sets off a chain reaction that worsens urinary symptoms. But when you sleep deeply, your testosterone gets a natural boost, your bladder relaxes, and your prostate has the chance to recover. So by helping you relax, warm water indirectly protects your prostate as well. Finally, there's the third benefit, detoxification. Overnight, your body works hard to repair tissues, regulate hormones, and flush out waste. Warm water helps that process by gently stimulating digestion and liver function, making it easier for your body to eliminate toxins. Think of it as clearing the path so your body can do its best repair work while you're asleep. Now, you might be asking, how much warm water should I drink? The key is moderation. You don't want to chug a huge glass right before bed. That will almost guarantee a bathroom trip at 2 a.m. Instead, aim for about half a cup to 1 small glass around 30 to 60 minutes before you lie down. That way, you give your body time to process the hydration, your bladder to settle, and your system to absorb the benefits without interruption. And here's a pro tip. If you tend to crave something in the evening, like a snack or a sweet drink, warm water can also help curb those cravings. Many men don't realize that late-night snacking contributes to prostate irritation and poor sleep. By replacing that habit with a simple glass of warm water, you're addressing 2 problems at once. I've had patients tell me that within just a week of adding this small ritual, they noticed they were falling asleep faster and waking up less often. It's such a minor change, but the impact compounds night after night. Remember, health after 50 isn't about giant leaps. It's about small, consistent choices that stack up over time. So, while warm water might seem ordinary, it's the foundation of this bedtime drink. It sets the stage for the other ingredients to do their work, and it primes your body for rest, recovery, and renewal. And in just a moment, I'll reveal the second ingredient, one that not only supports your prostate and circulation, but also acts as a natural shield against aging itself. It's a fruit you may already know, but when used correctly, it becomes one of the most powerful allies for men over 50. But before we move on, let me remind you, if you're finding this information useful, please support the channel. Click like, share this video with someone you care about, and subscribe to Dr. Brian for more practical advice that helps men stay strong, confident, and healthy at every age. Now, let's talk about that second ingredient. The second ingredient, pomegranate juice. Now that we've laid the foundation with warm water, it's time to add something richer, more powerful, and packed with benefits for men over 50, pomegranate juice. This fruit has been revered for thousands of years. In ancient cultures, the pomegranate was considered a symbol of vitality and longevity. Modern science now explains why. It's one of the richest natural sources of antioxidants known to mankind. And for men in their 50s, 60s, and beyond, that matters more than you might think. Let's start with circulation. Remember what I said earlier. Blood flow is everything when it comes to male vitality. If the pipes are clogged, stiff, or narrow, nothing works the way it should. That's where pomegranate juice shines. Pomegranate is loaded with compounds called polyphenols, which have a remarkable ability to relax and protect blood vessels. Think of polyphenols as a natural polish for your circulatory system. They reduce stiffness, encourage elasticity, and allow blood to flow more freely. For men, that translates to better performance, both in everyday energy and in intimate moments. But that's just the beginning. Pomegranate juice also reduces inflammation, which is one of the silent enemies of aging. Inflammation creeps into joints, arteries, and yes, even the prostate. Over time, low-grade inflammation is one of the reasons many men experience frequent nighttime urination, reduced stamina, and a general sense of fatigue. By drinking pomegranate juice regularly, you're actively fighting that fire. Here's another fascinating fact. Pomegranate juice has been shown in clinical studies to help maintain testosterone levels. Now, it's not a replacement for your body's natural hormone production, but it does help protect against the oxidative stress that breaks testosterone down. Think of it like a shield. It preserves what you have and helps your hormones do their job more effectively. And let's not forget about the heart. Men over 50 face an increased risk of cardiovascular issues, and prostate problems often show up right alongside them. Why? Because both conditions are tied to circulation and inflammation. By improving blood vessel health, pomegranate juice supports both your heart and your prostate at the same time. That's a 2-for-1 benefit you can't ignore. Now, before you rush to the grocery store, let me give you an important warning. Not all pomegranate juice is created equal. Many products on the shelves are loaded with added sugar, artificial flavors, or diluted with other fruit juices. Those versions won't give you the benefits we're talking about. In fact, they may do more harm than good. What you need to look for is 100% pure pomegranate juice. No sugar added, no extra fillers. It may be a little tart, but that's the sign it's real. And here's another tip. Stick to about half a glass, not a full cup. Pomegranate is powerful, but you don't want to overload your system with too much natural sugar right before bed. A small amount is enough to deliver the benefits without disrupting your sleep or your blood sugar. I often tell my patients to think of pomegranate juice as medicine rather than a beverage. A little bit, taken consistently, is far more powerful than a large dose every once in a while. And when combined with warm water, it works even better. Hydrating, supporting circulation, and calming inflammation all at once. Here's a story that might inspire you. A gentleman I worked with, let's call him James, was 62 years old and had been struggling with low energy, poor sleep, and those frustrating nighttime bathroom trips. He was skeptical about the idea of a bedtime drink, but after 2 weeks of adding just a small glass of pure pomegranate juice mixed with warm water each night, he told me something remarkable. He said, "Doctor, Brian, I didn't realize how foggy I had been until it started to lift. I'm waking up clearer. I don't feel so heavy in the mornings, and I've cut down my nightly bathroom trips by half." That's the power of this fruit. It doesn't work like a stimulant. It doesn't give you a quick jolt of energy. Instead, it works silently in the background, repairing, protecting, and preparing your body for the next day. And here's the real secret: consistency. The men who get the most out of this are the ones who commit to it, not for one night, not for 1 week, but as a nightly ritual. Over time, the small changes add up to something life-changing. So now you have warm water to relax and hydrate, and pomegranate juice to nourish and protect your circulation. But there's still one more ingredient that takes this bedtime drink from good to extraordinary. It's spicy, it's powerful, and it's been used for centuries as a natural tonic for energy and virility. Stick with me, because next we're going to uncover the ingredient that ties it all together, and it might already be sitting in your kitchen. The third ingredient: ginger. The final ingredient in this simple but powerful bedtime drink is one you probably already know well: ginger. For centuries, across Asia, the Middle East, and even in ancient European medicine, ginger has been prized as a root of vitality, strength, and healing. And for men over 50, it can be nothing short of transformative. So why ginger? What makes this humble spice so essential for your bedtime ritual? First, ginger is a natural anti-inflammatory powerhouse. If you've been listening closely, you've noticed how much we've talked about inflammation, because it's the hidden enemy behind so many issues men face with age: stiff joints, sluggish digestion, swollen prostates, poor circulation. Inflammation is at the core of all of it. Ginger helps fight that inflammation head-on. By reducing inflammatory markers in the body, ginger directly supports prostate health. Many men who deal with frequent nighttime urination, urgency, or discomfort don't realize that inflammation in the prostate is one of the key culprits. When you calm that inflammation, you reduce pressure on the bladder, improve urinary flow, and give your body a chance to rest. Second, ginger improves circulation. Remember, good blood flow is everything. Without it, energy drops, vitality suffers, and even your mood declines. Ginger naturally warms the body, stimulates blood vessels, and keeps circulation smooth. That warmth isn't just a feeling. It's a sign your blood is moving more freely, carrying oxygen and nutrients exactly where they're needed. This is especially important for men who want to maintain strength and performance, not just in the gym or at work, but also in more private aspects of life. Better circulation means better confidence, plain and simple. Third, ginger has an incredible effect on digestion and metabolism. As we get older, our digestive systems can become sluggish. That leads to bloating, discomfort, and poor nutrient absorption. Ginger helps wake up your digestive fire, easing the stomach, reducing gas, and ensuring your body actually absorbs the nutrients from your food. Why does that matter at night? Because if your digestion is calm, your sleep will be deeper, and your prostate won't be irritated by excess pressure. Here's something else fascinating. Studies suggest that ginger may even support healthy testosterone levels. Just like pomegranate, it doesn't replace hormones, but it helps protect your body's natural production. That means more energy, more motivation, and better overall vitality as you age. Now, how do you actually use ginger in this bedtime drink? The key is balance. You don't need a large amount. Too much, and it may feel overwhelming. What works best is a few thin slices of fresh ginger root added into warm water. Let it steep for a few minutes so the active compounds, like gingerol, are released into the drink. If you prefer, you can also grate a small piece of ginger and let it dissolve in the water for a stronger effect. Some men ask me if powdered ginger works. The answer is yes, but fresh ginger is always more potent. Powdered ginger is convenient, but it loses some of its oils and active compounds during processing. If you can, always go for the fresh root. Now, you might be wondering, how does ginger combine with pomegranate juice and warm water? Surprisingly well. The warm water extracts ginger's soothing properties. The pomegranate juice adds a rich, slightly tart flavor, and together they form a drink that's not only healing, but also pleasant to sip before bed. It becomes a ritual, something you look forward to, rather than just another health routine. And here's a story to bring it to life. One of my patients, Richard, age 67, had been struggling with joint stiffness and nightly bathroom trips. After adding a few slices of ginger to his evening drink, within a couple of weeks, he noticed his knees weren't as stiff in the mornings, and he was waking up fewer times at night. He told me, "Doctor, Brian, I didn't expect something this simple to make such a difference." That's the beauty of ginger. It works quietly, consistently, and powerfully. So, when you combine these three ingredients, warm water for hydration and relaxation, pomegranate juice for circulation and antioxidant protection, and ginger for inflammation and digestion, you create a bedtime drink that addresses the root causes of men's health challenges after 50. This isn't a magic pill. It's not a quick fix. But as a nightly ritual, it works in harmony with your body, helping you sleep better, feel stronger, and support the long-term health of your prostate, heart, and energy levels. And in the next part, I'll show you how to put all 3 ingredients together, step by step, so you can start making this bedtime drink tonight. It's simpler than you think, and once you try it, you'll understand why so many men are calling it a game changer for life after 50. How to prepare the bedtime drink. Step by step. Now that we've explored the power of each ingredient, warm water, pomegranate juice, and ginger, it's time to put everything together. Many men over 50 ask me, Dr. Brian, how exactly do I make this drink? Do I just throw everything into a cup and hope for the best? Not quite. The way you prepare it makes a difference, because when done right, you maximize the healing properties of each ingredient while keeping the flavor pleasant and easy to drink before bed. Let me walk you through it step by step, just as I explained to my patients. Step 1. Start with warm water. Take a glass of warm water, not hot, not cold. The goal is to have water that's soothing, around body temperature, maybe slightly warmer. If it's too hot, it can irritate your throat or stomach right before bed. If it's too cold, it shocks your system and makes your body work harder to warm up. Warm water is perfect. It calms the digestive system, prepares your body for rest, and helps your blood vessels relax. Step 2. Add fresh ginger. Take a small piece of fresh ginger root, about the size of your thumb is plenty. Slice it thinly or grate it, then place it directly into the warm water. Let it steep for 3 to 5 minutes. You'll notice the water taking on a gentle golden hue, and if you bring the cup closer, you'll catch that spicy, refreshing aroma. This step allows the active compounds, gingerol and shogal, to infuse into the water, giving you anti-inflammatory and circulation-boosting benefits. If you're short on time, you can simply stir in half a teaspoon of ginger powder. It's not quite as potent as fresh ginger, but it still works. Just remember, consistency matters more than perfection. Step 3. Mix in pomegranate juice. After the ginger has steeped, pour in about half a glass, 3 to 4 ounces, of 100% pure pomegranate juice. Make sure it's unsweetened and not mixed with apple or grape juice. Stir it gently to combine. The warm water will take the chill off the juice, making the drink soothing rather than jarring to your stomach. This is where the magic happens. Ginger's spice balances the tart sweetness of pomegranate, creating a flavor that's surprisingly smooth. More importantly, you're combining hydration, antioxidants, and circulation boosters into one simple cup. Step 4. Optional enhancements. Some of my patients like to add a squeeze of fresh lemon for an extra burst of vitamin C. Others add a teaspoon of raw honey, not refined sugar, for a calming sweetness and additional antioxidant support. These aren't necessary, but they can make the drink even more enjoyable. The key is moderation. Too much sugar, even natural honey, can undo the benefits. Step 5. Timing is everything. Drink your bedtime tonic about 30 to 45 minutes before going to sleep. That gives your body time to absorb the nutrients, calm down, and prepare for rest. If you drink it right before lying down, you might feel too full, or you may end up going to the bathroom more quickly. A small window of time allows the drink to settle and work its magic. Step 6. Make it a ritual. This step is perhaps the most important. Don't just treat this as another health hack. Treat it as a nightly ritual, a signal to your body and mind that the day is over and it's time to rest. Pouring the warm water, slicing the ginger, watching the colors mix with the pomegranate juice, it all becomes part of a calming process. Many of my patients have told me that just the act of preparing this drink helps them slow down, breathe deeper, and mentally let go of the stress of the day. And when you pair that relaxation with the actual health benefits, you've got a double win. A quick reminder about consistency. The real power of this drink doesn't come from one magical night. It comes from doing it again and again, letting the small changes add up over weeks and months. Imagine this. Every night you're giving your body hydration, antioxidants, anti-inflammatories, and circulation boosters. Over time, that compounds into fewer bathroom trips, deeper sleep, and more energy when you wake. I've seen men in their 60s and 70s transform their evenings simply by making this drink part of their bedtime routine. They tell me they wake up fewer times at night. Their mornings feel clearer, and even their mood improves. That's what happens when you respect your body's needs and give it consistent support. So now you know how to prepare the drink. In the next part, I'll share what happens when men commit to this ritual, the real results you can expect after a week, a month, and beyond. And believe me, the stories are powerful. The real results of drinking it night after night. Now that you know how to prepare this bedtime drink, the natural question is, what happens if I actually stick with it? Will I really notice a difference? The answer, based on both science and the real-life experiences of my patients, is a resounding yes. Let's break it down into what you can expect over time, because the benefits don't come all at once. They build gradually, layer by layer, as your body adjusts and heals. After the first few nights, many men report that they start sleeping more soundly almost right away. Why? Because the warmth of the drink relaxes their digestive system and helps them feel calmer before bed. The ginger soothes any bloating or discomfort, while the hydration ensures they're not waking up with a dry throat. Some even say they fall asleep faster, which is something they hadn't experienced in years. After 1 to 2 weeks, this is when the changes become more noticeable. If you've been struggling with waking up multiple times at night to urinate, you may begin to see that frequency go down. For some men, it might be just one less trip to the bathroom. For others, it's the difference between waking 3 times and waking once. Either way, the improvement is real, and it directly translates to better rest. Your joints may also feel less stiff in the morning. Remember, ginger is a strong anti-inflammatory, and once it builds up in your system, it begins to calm down those nagging aches and pains. Pomegranate's antioxidants also help blood flow improve, so you may notice your hands and feet feel warmer when you wake up after 1 month. This is where the long-term benefits truly start to show. Many of my patients report deeper, uninterrupted sleep, with mornings that feel more energized. Their mood improves, not because of any miracle, but simply because a rested body leads to a clearer, calmer mind. Men also share that their digestion becomes smoother. They don't feel as heavy after dinner. They're less bloated, and they feel lighter overall. That's the ginger and warm water working together to keep the gut balanced. And then there's circulation. Several men over 60 have told me they feel more stamina in their daily activities, whether it's walking, exercising, or even more intimate parts of life. Better blood flow is at the root of all of this, and that's what the drink supports. After 3 months and beyond, by now, the bedtime drink becomes more than a routine, it becomes a lifestyle anchor. Men who once thought waking up 5 or 6 times a night was just part of getting old realize that it doesn't have to be that way. They're sleeping through the night, waking refreshed, and living their days with a level of energy they hadn't felt in years. Some even tell me their doctors notice improvements in their overall health, better blood pressure readings, improved cholesterol profiles, and reduced markers of inflammation. While this drink isn't a replacement for medical care, it clearly supports the body in ways that traditional medicine often overlooks. One of my patients, Gerald, age 72, told me, "Dr. Brian, I thought these little changes were too simple to matter, but now I feel like I've reclaimed years of my life. My nights are peaceful, my mornings are clear, and I don't dread going to bed anymore." Why consistency matters more than perfection. The most important thing to understand is that these results don't depend on perfection. If you miss a night, it's fine. What matters is that you come back to it, night after night, and give your body the steady support it needs. Healing isn't about one-time fixes, it's about consistency. The drink works because it combines hydration, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory support in one simple ritual. That combination, practiced daily, gradually restores balance to the body. And when the body is in balance, everything improves: sleep, energy, digestion, circulation, and prostate health. So, if you're serious about supporting your health after 50, commit to trying this bedtime drink for at least 1 month. Give yourself the gift of consistency and watch how small, simple steps lead to powerful transformation. And in the next part, I'll address something just as important: the myths and mistakes many men fall into when trying to improve their nighttime health, so you know what to avoid while building your routine. Common mistakes and myths men over 50 should avoid. Whenever I share this bedtime drink and the lifestyle advice that comes with it, I often hear men say things like, "Oh, I've tried drinking less water, I've tried stronger sleeping pills, I've tried cutting out coffee completely, but nothing worked." The truth is, many men over 50 fall into traps that seem logical on the surface but actually make their nighttime problems worse. Let's clear up some of these common mistakes and myths so you don't waste years doing the wrong things. Mistake number 1. Stopping water intake completely in the evening. A lot of men believe that if they simply stop drinking water after dinner, they won't wake up to pee at night. But here's the problem: when your body is dehydrated, your urine becomes more concentrated and irritating to the bladder. This irritation can actually increase the urge to urinate even when the bladder isn't full. Plus, dehydration affects your blood pressure, kidney health, and sleep quality. The smarter approach is not to cut off fluids entirely, but to balance them. Drink enough during the day, slow down late at night, and use warm water in your bedtime drink for gentle hydration. Mistake number 2. Relying too much on sleeping pills. Sleeping pills might knock you out, but they don't solve the root issue. In fact, many medications interfere with bladder function or blood pressure, making nighttime urination worse. I've had patients who became dependent on pills, only to realize they were masking the problem instead of addressing it. Natural routines like this bedtime drink, along with simple lifestyle shifts, support the body without creating dependency. Mistake number 3. Ignoring prostate health until it's too late. Many men think waking up at night is just normal aging, nothing to worry about. That's not entirely true. While some changes are part of aging, frequent nighttime urination can also signal issues with the prostate or bladder that shouldn't be ignored. By adopting healthy habits now, hydration, anti-inflammatory foods, circulation support, you can slow down or even prevent more serious problems. Ignoring the signals only allows the situation to worsen. Mistake number 4. Believing coffee and alcohol are harmless at night. Some men have the habit of drinking a glass of wine or a cup of coffee in the evening, thinking it helps them relax. The reality? Both alcohol and caffeine are diuretics, meaning they stimulate your body to produce more urine. They also irritate the bladder lining and disrupt sleep cycles. Even if you manage to fall asleep after a drink, you're more likely to wake up during the night. If restful nights are your goal, avoid these beverages in the evening hours. Mistake number 5. Overlooking stress as a cause of poor sleep. It's easy to blame the bladder or the prostate for every nighttime wake-up, but stress plays a bigger role than most men realize. Anxiety and racing thoughts can trigger the urge to urinate even when the bladder is not full. That's why making the bedtime drink a calming ritual is so powerful. It doesn't just work on your body, it signals your mind to let go. Myth number 1. Nighttime urination is just part of aging, nothing can be done. This is perhaps the most damaging myth. Yes, the body changes with age, but that doesn't mean you're doomed to sleepless nights. Small, consistent habits make a huge difference. I've seen men in their 70s cut their bathroom trips in half simply by following the right steps. Myth number 2. Drinking less will fix everything. As we discussed, drinking less doesn't fix the root problem. It often makes things worse. Your body still needs hydration, especially as you age. The trick is to hydrate wisely, not to deprive yourself. Myth number 3. Only medication or surgery can help. While medical treatments are sometimes necessary, they're not the only answer. Lifestyle changes, natural remedies, and nightly rituals can provide dramatic improvements. Don't underestimate the body's ability to heal when you give it consistent support. The key takeaway: the real danger is not in aging, it's in believing that nothing can be done. By avoiding these mistakes and rejecting these myths, you open the door to real change. This bedtime drink, paired with smart daily habits, proves that better nights and healthier mornings are possible, no matter your age. In the next part, I'll wrap everything together and give you a clear roadmap so you know exactly how to start tonight and build a routine that works for you. The final word: take back your nights, starting tonight. We've covered a lot together. We started with the struggles that so many men face after 50 restless nights, constant trips to the bathroom, waking up groggy, and feeling like your body is slowly slipping out of your control. Then we introduced a simple, powerful solution: a warm bedtime drink made from everyday ingredients like ginger, pomegranate, and warm water. We explored how it calms the bladder, supports circulation, eases inflammation, and restores balance to your system. We also walked through how to prepare it, what results you can expect, and just as importantly, what mistakes and myths to avoid. Along the way, we heard the voices of men who've already experienced the difference this nightly ritual can make. Now, it all comes down to you. Why this matters so much? The truth is, aging doesn't have to mean surrendering your sleep, your energy, or your confidence. Yes, the body changes with time, but those changes don't have to control your life. Small, consistent habits like this bedtime drink can make the difference between dragging yourself through each day or waking up with strength and clarity. Every time you wake up at night, your body loses something more precious than just rest. It loses the ability to repair itself. Sleep is when your body heals, recharges, and rebuilds. And if you're constantly pulled out of that healing cycle, your health suffers in ways you may not even realize yet. That's why fixing your nights is one of the most powerful investments you can make in yourself. It starts simple. Tonight, before bed, take 5 minutes to prepare this drink. Sip it slowly. Let the warmth settle in your body. Breathe deeply as you drink it, and let it become more than just a habit. Let it become a signal to your mind and body that it's time to rest. Do it again tomorrow night, and the night after that. Before long, you'll notice the difference. Fewer bathroom trips, deeper sleep, more energy in the morning, and over time, you'll realize that you've built a routine that quietly, steadily changes the way you live. Consistency over perfection. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. You'll miss a night here or there, that's fine. What matters is that you come back to it. Consistency is what builds transformation. Just like water carves stone not through force, but through steady repetition, this simple ritual shapes your health through persistence. A challenge for you. I want to challenge you to try this for just 30 nights. Not forever, not even a year. Just 1 month. Give yourself that gift of consistency. Track your sleep, pay attention to your mornings, and see how your body responds. I promise you. Many of you will be surprised by how powerful small changes can be when applied with dedication. A personal note from me, Dr. Brian. I've dedicated my career to helping men live longer, healthier, more fulfilling lives. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's this: your health isn't determined by huge leaps or miracle cures. It's shaped by small, steady actions, repeated over time. This bedtime drink is one of those actions. It's not complicated, it's not expensive, and it doesn't require a prescription. It's simply a way of supporting your body the way nature intended. If you've been searching for a way to reclaim your nights and feel like yourself again, this is your chance. Start tonight. Take the first step. Now it's your turn. If you found value in this video, I invite you to take a moment to like this video, share it with a friend or loved one, and subscribe to the Dr. Brian channel. When you subscribe, don't forget to turn on the notification bell. That way, you'll never miss the next tip, strategy, or piece of advice to support your health as you age. And in the comments below, tell me, how many times do you wake up at night right now? I want to hear from you, and I read as many comments as I can. Your story might inspire another man to take action. This is Dr. Brian, reminding you that you're never too old to make a change. You deserve restful nights, strong mornings, and days filled with energy. Start with this simple drink tonight, and let's take back your health one small step at a time.